At first there was nothing but a creepy old guy called Chaos. He was so alone that even playing League of Legends wasn't fun anymore. So he decided to have a bunch of children, namely Gaia and some other random dudes, just to never interact with them in any way. His children started to have kids on their own, thus creating the Earth, because every deity had its own destination. Gaia, for example, became the Earth, while Tartarus, or rather, became the underworld. So everything was good and balanced, and that's the end of the story. Except it is not. See, Gaia's son Uranus was some horny motherfucker and fucked his mother. And because he was so down bad, he had 18 children with Gaia. 3 Cyclopses, 3 gross-looking thingies with 100 arms and 12 titans. But his children were straight as ugly, which is why he threw them into Tartarus. But Gaia was a child of a woman and couldn't handle her child's being thrown away. She allied up with Cronus, the strongest and youngest titan, gave him a sickle and set up a trap. When Uranus came to Gaia to give her a sunny D, Cronus would chop his D off. And it worked. He threw it into the sea where Aphrodite, the sugar mommy of goddesses, emerged. Uranus cursed his son to suffer the same fate as him, but he had no balls, so nobody listened. So Cronus decided to take his place instead and rule over everything, throwing everyone except the Titans back to Tartarus, starting the Age of Titans. And because it is Greek mythology, he married his sister, Rhea. But Cronus had some nightmares about what his father said. So every time Rhea gave birth, he was the best son imaginable, and that's the end. Except it is not. Instead of taking care of his children, he decided to go for the postmortem reverse achievement instead, and eat them with one bite. After 5 children, Rhea couldn't take it anymore. Noticing that, Gaia came along to figure out a plan to defeat Cronus. It would go like this: Rhea would give Cronus a stone and a diaper, whilst the 6th child would be growing up with Gaia. And it worked. Because Cronus ate every baby with one bite, he didn't notice the difference. That is when the 6th child, Zeus, had its anime workout montage to defeat his father. In disguise, Zeus went to his father, serving him a poisoned drink, which caused him to vomit out all of Zeus' siblings and the stone as well. Zeus then challenged his father to war, which is now known as Titanomachy. Zeus, being the absolute Chad Lord, freed all of his uncles who rewarded him with a weapon, the thunder. Now he was the king of gods, but wait, what is this? Oh, his wife says she's going to give birth to a son which will overthrow him, but instead of making the same cruel mistakes of his ancestors, he decided to eat his wife instead. And it worked. Until now, Zeus is the untouched king.